there's a car coming. I'll sit in the back with one.
Purposely do it a lot of the time, but still, you got bumps and corners, especially on a road like this where it's like it's 35 and then most roads are 45, so most people go 40 in here through here, and then on the 45 ones they go 50 type of thing, and you got bumps everywhere. It's just wild. Like anywhere to $1 billion a year just for road maintenance for each town. They put a lot of money towards just fixing roads in each town, but then they fix the roads that don't need it as bad, the sections that don't need it as bad. There's other roads that they could fix that need it more. Oh, that kitten. The kitten from last night was just in the road. Somebody got it.
No, don't tell me, please don't. Stop, please don't tell me. Please stop. Say you're joking. Please, say you're joking. No, say you're joking.
I just did.
Should have grabbed it last night.
I know whose it does.
I said I don't want to hear it.
No, I'm saying I bet I know whose cat. Because somebody had cats that lived nearby that wanted to get rid of some that looked the same color. saw in the field across the road.
People are just letting the cats out and I don't even care. I mean,
Yeah,
I just drop them off in a little somewhere and that's not
that's
nice.
what they do. Is they'll drop them off somewhere.
Because shelters are not taking animals in no more.
It's not even that. It's that they turn around and just drop them off because they know if they turn it into a shelter, then that shelter puts it out through all of them that are linked with that one, not to let you ever have an animal again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I will never go to the Kennebec Humane. Because I took somebody to drop off, to surrender an animal to them, which because I was associated by bringing the person to do that, they put my name in it as well.
Oh, look at them. They're so cute.
That's the one with the goats too.
Take the next right onto Main 126 West.
The octopus coming out the windows. And then the skeleton guy fixing the
Continue
car.
on Main 126 West for half a mile.
Hey, I'll pay to come fix my vehicle. Right?
Yeah. And this is where it's said to go this way.
Yep.
You guys could go that way. It just goes up and around here, back to the same place.
I don't like to show corners.
Yeah.
Just like this.
she was making something with noodles or something like that for lunch. She said that we're welcome to join for lunch if we wanted. But that was like earlier. or ratchet straps to it and held it on that way to get it home. And it's got the TV stand with those shelves on each side with the cubbies, and then the one on top.
Yeah.
And with that, in the middle, on the bottom, is an electric heater.
Okay.
With the fake wood.
Yeah. So it kind of looks like a fake fireplace. Yeah.
With the lighting that goes up for the fire and stuff.
That's pretty nice.
And it was free.
And everything works, do you know?
Yeah. It kept flopping the circuit breaker in their trailer. So
it was probably just too powerful for their trailer.
Yeah. And they had the kitchen and the living room on the same circuit.
That would do it,
so
yeah.
With that, it kept flopping it, making it not happy that they just didn't use it. They were like, instead of having it just sit here staring at it, not being able to use it, we just get rid of it.
Yeah, and just hook it up to your power strip when you plug it in, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, our house isn't the greatest for electric either, but
my room sucks for electric. If I do hardly anything in my room, it'll blow the breaker because it's on the same circuit as the kitchen.
Ours is weird because you go in the door on the left, behind the door there's one outlet on that wall, and you go straight from in the door, there's 3 outlets on that wall, and then none on any of the others.
Huh. So you can only put electronics on one wall or run extension cords.
Exactly.
It's kind of annoying.
Pretty well, the one behind the door, and of course our bed's on the other side of the room, the window, but then it's just like we have to turn around and run from the one wall across to the other side if we want lights or anything on the other side, which is her side of the room. So we have to run extension cord, and then if we have something on each one of the outlets, like if we have an AC, we have mini fridge and TV, and then the regular lights and phones and stuff, then it will flip the breaker over time. So, of course, we're pretty well limited on what we can have in there.
Yeah, and what you can have running at a time.
Yeah.
You got to turn certain things off before turning other things on. Basically,
We only have for plugging in all the devices to charge at night, which it hardly charges all of the devices. Normally her phone's charged, my backup phone's charged, my portable charger's charged, and my earbuds, but then my phone doesn't charge for some reason, so I have it plugged into the truck here, the Jeep, or the portable charger all day.
Then when we drove to Bob's last day on the way home, we were in that same here again, running out of the road.
There's turkey. Speaking of things running out in the road.
Turkeys, another
Skunk.
Yeah. Surprised you didn't have any possums out in the road too.
No, there was one on the side of the road though.
Oh yeah.
There was like 3 cats, a skunk or 2, and the same exact deer that when we came through was still
up on the road.
Between on the road or beside the road for the whole way.
I love this view up here when you get to the top of Bunker Hill.
Yeah.
It is so breathtaking out here, and like you said, a lot of wildlife.
Oh yeah.
That's what I like. I love Maine.
I think when people come to visit Maine, this is like one of those roads they should travel on. You know, they should, drive on just for the view and just how pretty it is. Yeah. But, my truck with the transmission being the way it was, this road sucked.
Yeah. Well, with this thing, I pretty well coast a lot.
Yeah.
So, like, going down the hills, I push the gas a little bit to get up the next hill, but
stupid squirrel. Oh, and there's the dead squirrel.
Yeah. That one didn't make it through the underneath like the other 2 did today.
Right? Yeah, that one ran right into the tires.
It was underneath the middle. It would have been fine if it
would have
stopped.
stopped, yeah.
But it just kept running, and it made the other side.
Yeah.
If it jumped, it would have been on the grill, and then it could have jumped off. But that was one of those progressive squirrels.
You can't do anything about it, you know?
The Geico or Progressive commercial there where they go, watch this. The little squirrel goes and runs out, stands in the road so people swerve.
And so they hit the tree on the side of the road type thing.
Yeah, they swerve to go miss the squirrel. And then they high five after. That's what I think of when squirrels go on the road. But then the worst thing is that birds have been doing it to us too. They'll come out from the side of the road, fly right in front of us for a second until we get like a hair away from them, and then they'll fly off.
I've had birds do that like back as a kid in Iowa, and there's one time I got to the gas station and there was a bird like stuck in the grill of the car.
We've had that a few times.
I left it there until I had a bird's skull sticking out of the grill, and I thought it looked kind of cool. And then somebody pulled it out because they're like, "You're gonna get a disease or something from that." I'm like, "But it looks cool."
The only part that you would get anything from something like that is when the decomposing period is, and then that's it. Because then the fumes from it and stuff, they're in that. But if it's in your grill, it's not going to affect you anyways.
Isn't that view amazing?
Yes, with the water.
Yeah. And it's weird because the lake looks more like a river.
Right?
Yes.
And then one of my landlady's caretakers lives right there in that little brown house. The one that was at the house today. That's where she lives. This is a terrible place to be walking your dogs, lady. Oh, it seemed like a really dumb thing to be doing.
Is it letting your dog out on the road?
Right? There's not enough shoulder to be walking on the side of this road here.
Yeah. Definitely not. Definitely not in a corner like that.
Right.
Where you can't see from either direction, and then in the road. I like that house.
Oh yeah, it's so
view.
pretty. So historic too.
But the only thing I don't like about it is because you get a view tax nowadays.
Oh yeah.
So the better the view you have or waterfront,
The more you're paying.
the more you're paying for property tax.
Yeah.
Which
And that house right there is one of the only ones with access to Deer Pond or Deer Meadow Pond. Because, and I still wish that they would open up public access to it, because they stopped stocking it because there was no public access.
Yeah.
Unless you kayak into it from down creek.
Yeah.
You might still be walking through a few marshy areas. I've always thought it'd be fun to kind of kayak all of Deer Meadow Pond. Because you could go from Deer Meadow Pond through all of the marshy areas if your kayak is shallow enough, all the way down to Wisconsin.
It would be good for a pack raft.
Yeah, yeah.
So a pack raft is the same thing as a kayak, but it's inflatable and it's meant for white water rafting as well.
Yeah.
So it's got the straps that go over your knees and stuff. So if you roll over, you can roll it back over.
Oh, that's nice.
But then you can pop your knees out of those straps as well to be able to get out of it really quick.
Yeah.
It's completely waterproof inside, and
they're really lightweight.
You deflate them and they roll up.
Yeah.
And fit it in a backpack, and you're good to go.
Now the one reason I would never want something like that is I'd be too afraid that if fishing I would catch the hook on it. That's why I would never do an inflatable kayak. Because any type of boat that I ever own in the future, I've got to be able to fish off it.
Yeah.
Now, even a standard kayak, I can fish on it. You know, I might have to do little additions like a rod holder or something like that. But you know, I can take my backpack with my fishing gear, put it down between my legs. You know.
Well, they normally have cross straps on the front and the back that you can be able to hook and put stuff in as well.
Now, if those cross straps are missing, you can just get like bungees, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, a lot of the used ones,
Yeah.
those kinds of things are missing.
I found some kayaks a couple times for free on Marketplace.
Well, geez, if you ever find any for free again, please let me know.
Yeah. I got the guy at AutoZone, Nathan, manager of the business section and commercial and stuff
Mm-hmm.
in Augusta. He was looking for compound bow because he's got compound bow, but it's got nothing with it at all.
Yeah.
So he's looking for compound bow, so with sights and different stuff on it, attachments for it, because his is just a bare compound bow. And I was like, I've seen quite a few of them on Marketplace. He goes, well, that reminds me. And he goes and takes a picture of the window of the Jeep with the YouTube on it.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll add you on Facebook from there. It's like,
Yeah,
okay.
if you ever, while on Marketplace, I always keep my eyes out, but it seems like different people find different things, based on the algorithm. If you ever see like a kayak or a canoe for free, or for very, very cheap, let me know. And I know in the winter it's easier to get them really cheap. Even if it needs a little bit of repair, like if a kayak has a hole in it, you can get a fiberglass kit and patch it up, seal it really well. Get some that waterproof sealant.
What you do is you go on Marketplace up at the top where the search is.
Yeah.
Like I told a lot of people, go to there, type in free,
Yeah.
search, go through, click on some things that are free that have even the slightest of interest in,
Yeah.
and even if they're far, as long as you click on them, it will set that word free of anybody posting stuff for free
Yeah.
in your algorithm, so it will start showing you
More
free
of the free
things
things,
in
yeah.
your area. And then even with that, like if you search for free at one point and then you go back full, it had on the way back from Winslow, it was saying there was only like 20-30 minutes left of recording, and it actually held out all the way there, part of the way to back. It stopped on the last road like halfway through.
Well, the nice thing is if somebody does pull out in front of you because they're not paying attention, you got it all on camera.
That's one of the reasons why I do it. One of the big reasons why I do it. And I had a dash cam, but
I love the trellis work on that house. That is so pretty. I think that would be a cool place to live in, the old mill.
yeah, there was one of those out in Palermo area. I like the car with the.
Yeah, that's so fun.
I don't like this.
And then where my friends live is just further up that road a little bit, and then back on a dirt road, and then down a very steep hill.
There's I think it might have been that way that we went, and it was the tire chains that we picked up for small truck, car, and Model T and Model A Ford.
Oh wow!
Tire chains.
So a very narrow gauge
Yeah.
tire then. Yeah.
They would have fit this if I knew how to do them, but I don't know how to do the old style like that, and I've never
Right.
done tire change, so
I
was
know
like,
that
if
you-
anything I want a kit to
I
be
know
able
you
to-
laid out in front of the tire,
yeah.
and then like it fastens, I think, to the rim or whatever, and then you drive forward, and it will roll it up onto the tire,
Yeah.
and then you fasten the other end to the front end or something. I know it's supposedly not hard. I've just
Yeah.
my dad's done it on tractors, but I've never actually had to do tire chains.
These ones were the old school that there was no fastener to the rim. It was just you laid it out, you
Yeah.
drove over it, and then you were driving over it. Horse manure.
We're shitting the road.
Ooh, big bump.
Yeah, this road's rough. It's an old farm road.
That's what I like about having a vehicle like this with the big tires, because
Maybe which one?
I had a little Chevy Silverado or GMC Sierra or something like that, and then Escalade SUV, and then another car there as well, which was the Mercedes Benz that was there, and yeah, then I could have used the customer's BMW SUV. I could have used the other customer's Hummer or the other customer's vehicle. We had like 10 customers there at that time, so I could have used any one of those 10 customers' cars or the other 3 of the cars' vehicles for the barn.
Yeah.
For the property owner. So I had enough to go to the tire shop for sure. But
yeah, that's one thing I do like about a truck. One of the many things I love like about a truck like mine is it is made for off-roading, so you're less likely to blow a tire going over a bump.
Yeah.
You know, or a pothole.
And
hey,
one of them's pooping.
There's where the shit's coming.
Yeah. I would like to pass, but it doesn't help if you're in the middle of the road and on the other side of the road.
And then there's curves and you can't see.
I'm going. There we go. I was going. I don't want to run over any more manure.
I'm actually surprised some of these roads like this, I'm surprised they paved them. Like, is it less work to pave the road? Because then you still got to resurface it so often and stuff. It feels like it would be more expensive than if it was just a gravel road, you know?
It can be, but it's not, because every year you gotta, like our road, it goes from paved at the beginning down to dirt after, a little bit further down, and with that, it's the problem that they have to keep coming through, and they have to dump gravel.
Yeah.
Dump trucks full. Like, we watched them bring down like 30 to 40 dump trucks full of gravel.
Yeah.
For just sections of the road. And there's manhole. I don't know why they put a manhole cover there in the middle of nowhere. There's no houses or nothing through here. That's the odd part when they do that, but they turn around and brought 30 to 40 different dump trucks full of gravel and everything to just dump on the road, and then they brought dirt to cover it to try and fill the mud in every year. They did that.
Out in the Midwest, we mostly have gravel roads. There's very few paved roads compared to the gravel, because in Iowa, every mile there's another road, and every mile section is a square of roads, right? So there's like hundrds of gravel roads, and the maintenance, they just go by with a road grader, you know, like a few times like once or twice a month, you know, depending on how busy the road is. And the maintenance isn't bad. They throw down some new gravel every 2-3 years or so, but that's about it, depending on the travel of the road. And so the majority of your roads out there are gravel roads. They're not dirt roads, they're gravel roads. You know, they have like, you know, medium grade gravel laid down on them. And that's the way the majority of the roads out there are. So like even like states like Wisconsin, where it's almost all paved, it's like, is it really cheaper to have a paved road? Because paving's expensive. Upkeep is expensive, whereas if you have a well-maintained gravel road, the upkeep is just going through it with a road grader, you know, depending on the travel. If it's a busy road, like maybe once a week. If it's not real busy, you do it like a couple times a week. Snow plowing, you use the same road grader.